When I was growing up, I never really liked the way I looked. I always thought I looked weird. And there was always some resistance to that thought. It was a constant internal battle. There was a cookie jar that my grandmother had, and it was a sculpted cookie jar of a Indian, Native American, indigenous presenting person. It was very stereotypical. And I had a little bit of an obsession with this cookie jar because I felt like it looked so much like me. It had a very defined nose and intense eyes, and I could see myself in this cookie jar. And there were days I would stand in the kitchen, and I would just run my fingers over the face of the cookie jar. I was having a lot of conflict because the world around me was telling me that I was not attractive because I didn't quite look like the people around me. I looked like them, but I didn't. I always looked different. And I struggled to embrace my features. But as I make these videos that I share, they really actually help me to embrace myself. And I look in the mirror and I see someone who is regal, who is strong and soft, who walks the line of balance between two worlds. When I look at myself, I see all of my ancestors, not just one or two, but I see them all in my features. And I've really grown to appreciate and find the beauty in that. We're not all supposed to look alike. Even in a world that we live in right now, where depending on if you have the money, you can go by this person's eyes and that person's nose and that person's lips. You can change everything about the way that you look. And it's created a cookie cutter look of what is considered to be beautiful or attractive. So those of us who have distinct features and some would consider odd, it can create an environment that makes it difficult for you to appreciate your physical beauty. And there's all these standards that are supposed to be held. But it's your job. It's up to you. When you look in the mirror, to not only appreciate what you see with your eyes, but to see with the eye of your heart, and to really appreciate all of your beauty, all that makes you who you are. It's up to you to shower yourself with love and affirmations. Because this world may not. And even when this world does, It's up to you to distinguish what is genuine, what is authentic, and what is just simply superficial. There's YouTubers I watch, and they share these powerful, beautiful messages from the heart, and you go in their comment section, and all people are talking about is what they look like, and they're praising them. But it makes me wonder, are you only receptive to this message because you appreciate the package it's being delivered in? And then you have others who have powerful messages, who deliver it from the heart, and they're not as well received because it's not packaged. It's a very confusing world, and it's a very confusing time. But what I'm realizing is that it's also a very powerful time because the illusions are being dismantled. And the superficial and fake is being exposed. And the real and the genuine and the authentic is rising up from the rubble of destruction that is happening at the same time. So there's destruction and there's chaos that is happening, but there's also growth and beauty and blossoming that is happening at the same time. All of these things are true at the same time. It's up to you to decide what you value. It's up to you to distinguish what is real for you and what is not. It's up to you to love and appreciate and to decide what you deem to be beautiful. Don't allow this world to tell you what is and what isn't, what should be accepted and what shouldn't be. That is confusing. And that can cause double-mindedness. It took me years to break through the double-mindedness that I carried, the internal conflict that I carried around my looks. So I was in a community, a spiritual community, and one of the elders, her name is Diamond, she said to me, and I had never had anyone in my life tell me this, she said, "You are a child of the community." Because I have indigenous roots, I have African roots, I have Asian ancestry, I have European ancestry. And she could see all of that in me. And she said, "You are a child of the community. You represent us all." It was such a simple statement, but it was so powerful in my journey. It really helped me to shift my perspective about what I saw when I looked in the mirror. It awakened something in me, that statement. It made me and helped me see the beauty of being a reflection of all of my ancestors. That's what makes up my makeup and my spiritual makeup, my heart makeup, my soul makeup. And all of it is a blessing And all of it has shown itself to have purpose in helping me on my journey and my growth. 10:10. So thank you for joining me on this journey. Thank you for your time and your energy. And as always, take care.